fuck around, I fuck around. Yeah, fuck around, round, round, I fuck around. I fuck around, round, round, I fuck around. Fuck around, round, round, I fuck around. Fuck around, round, round, I fuck around. I'm getting fucked fucking up and down this fucking street. I gotta find a fucking place where the fuckheads meet. Those fuckers and me are getting fucking known. Yeah, the fuckheads know, so fucking leave us alone. I fuck around, round, 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 I fuck around. Fuck around, round, round, I fuck around. Fuck around, round, round, I fuck around. Fuck around, round, round, I fuck around. Round, round, fuck around, round, round, round.
We're in fucking proper fucking stealth fucking blog mode going on here, right? I'm just pretending that I've got a cough or something. There's fucking people everywhere. They're all fucking looking at me. I'm feeling really fucking awkward here. This fucking anxious fucking level 8. If you haven't worked out, guys, I've just popped up the resi for the night. And it's really fucking awkward trying to fucking vlog on the fucking sly. So yeah, I set up in 5. Well, not set up. I flung a couple of rods out in 5 just to keep an eye on the water. And there's a few fish down there, but they come apparent after about an hour that there's a load in front of this swim. So I decided to pack my stuff up and fucking walk round. And as I was packing my stuff up, some geezer walked past, and I thought, fuck, he's fucking seen him. But as luck would happen, he stopped short about 40 yards to my left here. So I've managed to get right on top of him. And since I've been sat here, I've seen probably 10 fish jump about 30 yards out, 35 yards out. So what I've done is I've plopped 2 rods in about 20 yards out. There's a couple of scoop full of boilies over the top on the hope that they creep in rather than bombing them on their heads and moving them off. Because if anything like yesteryear down here, they can move off you fucking quickly. But there's fucking loads of fish, mate. Fucking bubbling up and fucking all sorts of shit. Fucking all over the place down here. So, but as always, me bed, me bivvy, I'm not going to set it up till last knockings, because they could quite easily just push off over the other side for the night and leave me fucking sat here with no carp in front of me. So I'm not going to set up stall till I'm dead fucking certain, guys. But yeah, that's what we're up to. We are stealth mode, blogging. It's fucking really awkward. There's a geezer opposite me. He's looking at me. He's going, "What's he doing?" I'm sure he's looking at me. He's not. He's not fucking looking at me at all. But it just seems that way, doesn't it? But yeah, I think there's only 2 on tonight. So the really fucking awkward thing is, the geezer set his stall up when I got up here. His bivvy's up. It's on the platform. That's where he's fucking staying tonight. But yeah, he's pretty much dead opposite me and can see everything I'm doing, which is makes things really fucking awkward, doesn't it? Hi, mustn't fuck anything up while someone's watching. Everything's got to be done fucking to a T and perfectly in it while someone's watching. But yeah, fucking great fun. The rods are fucking 10 foot down here. They're fucking down there, mate. It's proper fucking awkward. You got to fucking walk down. Proper fucking awkward. Swallow. Things you do for a couple of fish. Or a fish. Just one. One I do. But yeah, I'm going to crack it off there and catch up with you guys later. Nothing to see here. There's no one talking to a camera over here. Right, guys. So, they're still around. I've just pushed them out ever such a tad further and just switched it up a bit. So, the first one, I've just put on my little faithful sort of dumbbell liner with a little tiny bag of gear with two catties over it. On the right hand side, I've put on a spinner. So we've got a wafty one with a bag and a spinner in the middle of a pile of boilies. We'll see what one performs. But they're still around. They are definitely still around. Fucking all over the shop. Enjoying the evening sun they are. So I reckon as it gets dark we're going to get one. I reckon. So over the last sort of 10-15 minutes the jumping's lulled. Because the water's so fucking low and I'm so high, I can see the fucking feeding patches. And there's, you know, I don't know whether it was bream and tension as well, but there's definitely fish feeding in and around this area. I'm just hoping that as the leapings jump, you know, going to start and get their heads down. But now's the time. Next half an hour, 3/4 of an hour. Normally, when I used to come down here, you can get on them, get a couple of rods out while they're jumping, just before they stop. And then normally, you'd have one before you have to go home. You know, because you have to get off at dark, don't you? Well, I don't tonight, but I'm booked in. But yeah, so looks like two's packed up. Geezer in one looks like he's packing up. And the geezer over there looks like he's packing up. So it's just me and the geezer opposite. I'm just contemplating whether to put that bivvy up. It's like I've got to screw it to the platform. I really can't be bothered. It's like fucking long, innit? I'll just get my drill out. It's not cold, is it? I might just keep on the bed like this tonight. Fuck it. Plus, if I move off me and start jumping over there, which they can do, and they've done that to me before. A bit easier to move that bivvy up, isn't it? So that's what I'll probably do. I'll probably just have like a right tidy up, just in case I need to move. If not, I'll just get my head down on bed here. Sounds like a fucking plan to me. So another little plan I had in my head is there's like a floating pair of pair of bowls right in the water. It's holding the pipe up for the pump. I want to irrigate the fucking water in it. But I was thinking I could use it as like a captive marker float, because this floats across the water, there's nothing under it. Drop a little rig next to it, sort of like a half a rod length off it, and just pummel the nuts, innit? The boilers. I reckon it's a fucking great plan. I mean, surely other people must do that. Why wouldn't you? But I'm going to do that. But I'll go over there, there's fishing in a minute, so. And he buggers off, I'm going to fly a rod over there and stick some bait on it. God, you see that one? That was fucking massive. And that was fucking on the fucking money, that was. That is on my fucking left hand rod. Literally fucking on it. There's my left hand rod. Where is it? See the line? Fucking on the money. It's gonna fucking rip off. It's gonna fucking rip off. It's got to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.75, 0.5, 0.25, fuck it, 0.10, 0.09, 0.08. See that fucker? Did you see that fucker there? It's fucking got to happen, innit? It's got to happen, guys. Fuck me. So this is nice. This is this is my tackle, guys. This is it. This is what I've got for the night. The sounder, my little fucking bag of pop-ups, my sticks if I need it, some gear if I need it, and my tackle boxes, and some bait down there. So matey boy's just on his way. I'm going to wait for him to depart, and I'm going to fucking bang some fucking bait on the balls. Definitely. Alright, matey boy's gone. I'm going to bang some bait on the balls. Got a Ronnie on the bollocks. We got a rod on the balls. So I didn't go well close to him. No need to shave the balls, is there? But yeah, about 3/4 of a rod length off it's fine, I think. It's just a visual marker, isn't it? Last thing I want to do is to fucking go over it and be attached to a pair of bollocks to fucking explain that one. And then the right hand one, I've just refreshed that, moved it in a tad because it tails off quicker at this side, it gets deeper quicker. But there's fish jumping about all over the fucking place. You can't move them. They're not localised to, oh, there's a fucking load over there. It's I'd say there's more over here, but there is fish everywhere, fucking all over the shop. So I think it's time to sit on my hands, guys. But yeah, this is my fucking swim, I think, for the night. Because I'm not putting that up. I can't be fucking bothered. It's not going to rain. It's just a bit windy. So this, guys, is my fucking view for the fucking night, and fucking gorgeous. Fucking gorgeous view, guys. This is what it's all about. Oh, fucking back's aching, man. Just need a fucking steamer on the bollock rod. That'd be fucking bargain. Right, guys. So this is a bit awkward because I've had to turn the camera around. Like the back front one, you can't see shit in this light. But the main camera, hopefully you probably just see a silhouette, but you can see a lot more. So I was just sort of sitting here thinking, and had many liners, you know. And as I thought that, we had a couple on the balls. So, and then one jumped not far from the balls, and then one jumped sort of like just in front of me. So they're still around. But it's fucking well deep, pretty deep in front of me. So let's hope them boilers got some pulling power. If the wind fucked off, it'd be pucker. But I guess I just have to get under the cover. I've just got a thermal cover. I couldn't be bothered. It's a different bed. I can be asked to lug my fucking bed up here. So this is my little one. It's a Sonic fucking SK or whatever it is. It's like a child's bed. But it's only about 600 wide. But it weighs nothing. I've just got a thermal cover. And my big purple one. And I've only got to lay on it. And fucking... It just weighs nothing. Just is actually a joy to push the bar around this place earlier. Loaded properly without that fucking bed. So it's not too bad. The bats are out now. There's bats chipping about. So yeah, fingers crossed, guys. fucking knuckle down. I hope we get a run before morning. Oops. So I crumbled, guys. The wind was just too cold across my back. It was it's getting a bit unpleasant, and I was like, fuck this. I don't come here to fucking not enjoy it. So for the sake of getting the bivvy out and screw it to the platform with 2 fucking screws, we put the bivvy up, and as a consequence, it's fucking much better in here. No fucking wind, so it's a shame because I was actually really enjoying it, just being on the end of that platform. Perhaps I'll have to come up again when there's less wind, just like a warm night, because that was pucker. You know, a proper room with a view. Not that this isn't, but yeah, I just fucking crammed the fucking brolly on. So this is like my go-to. This is just Tempest brolly. This is like my daily. Don't really worry about it getting dirty. Fucking pack it up wet or whatever. It's only nylon. I bought it second hand. It don't owe me anything. And yeah, I sort of bent it, manipulated it a bit out of shape just to get it on this platform. The door's like fucking, but it don't fucking matter too much. Yeah, the fucking balls. The balls have been twatting and beeping. The other one's been silent, but the balls have been making a few notes here and there. But it has quietened down considerably. There's still a few jumping here and there, very randomly, but there you go. And there's my white one. You know what I mean? And heard that for about fucking an hour and a half, and then it decides to have a little twat. So, but there is fish about still. So, and I can see me rods through the gap in the boards. When they sound, I can see them. The gap is about 10mm gap in between the boards, but I can see them. I can see the light, not the fucking whole lot, honestly. But yeah. So, I'm going to get my head down now, guys. Get my head down. And hope we get a tug in the night and it. Oh, nice one, guys. See you in the morning. Morning, team. Quiet night for me, other than a vicious line at about 2 in the morning. It's 4 o'clock now, 10 past 4. Thinking, why haven't one of my rods run? There's, you know, must have fucking buggered off. So I got the bivvy up, the bivvy down, and the bed back on. I was ready for a move if I needed to be. But I could see fish in front of me. Just don't know. I looked over towards the nuts, and I could see some feeding going on. I said, that's got to go in a minute, or there's something wrong with the rig. And as I thought that, a minute later, we had a good steamer, and she's in now, just about to have a look at it. So happy days. So yeah, the fish was being a bit of a bell end, so I didn't want to keep him out of the water any longer. It was flapping about all over the fucking place. Took a full bottle of water to keep it moist, and it was just being a bit of a prick. Took a while to get some photos, and I thought I'm pushing my luck here, so rather than keep her out of the water for longer, I just slipped it back. It was a lovely little mirror, bit of a funny mouth on it, but it's funny how carp in certain lakes learn how to do stuff. So initially, it felt really big, and then once it sort of turned and I got it, it comes straight to the surface, pretty much a rod length from where the nuts are, and it just fucking shook his head like that, all the way in. It's like, so they learn. If we do this, we get free. It's incredible, you know. Because I remember a fish down Charlie's doing that, or a fish elsewhere doing that, you know. But just physically fucking shake their head all the way across the surface, and it's just proper like, that's nasty. Because any minute now, that's just, you know, you got to be so careful. Hook's going to come out, and that's something they learn. I'm sure of it. But we managed to get him in anyway. Bit of a faff with the boards and that. A bit windy down the bottom. But, so I've just put 3 more catapults on the balls, and I've just put 2 rods to it now. And being slack here, I can actually see if anything's feeding off it. So I'm going to give it another hour or so, and see if anything, you know, progresses, or if I see any more shows predominantly somewhere else. I might move, because I'm pretty much packed up other than the rods and this shit. So, but I'm happy, you know, caught one. Seen some fish, got round here. Alright, I thought it was going to happen as it got dark, and perhaps one in the darkness, but that didn't materialise for whatever reason. Don't know. But yeah, we got one, so happy days. So we do have feeding around the balls. There've been another couple of those patches quite close to it, so all good. Tell you what, guys, I'm having an absolute fucking mare, right? With this fucking mic. I think it's because it's cheap, it just don't last long. I get halfway through a fucking video and it just like, it's like I'll do that again then. I need to get a decent one that lasts sort of like an hour. Perhaps it's got a battery indicator in it or something. It's proper annoying, proper frustrating. Yeah, it's a cracking morning, and the wind subsided a little bit. So I've got one. There's definitely fish in and around the balls, and a gobbling around the bollocks. Definitely. Every sort of couple of minutes you have to just subside. A couple of liners. So I'm hoping I can pick another one up before that sun gets up a bit too high, because as soon as that gets up, they're gonna come up, and enjoy the sun. But so yeah, I got one just shaved off the ball, off the right hand bowl, and then one about 3/4 of a rod length where I had the fish from. Put 3 cats boilies just over the top of it, because some of them are solubles and all, which don't last obviously all night. What's that? Nice sound. So, but yeah, there's definitely fish feeding about the bowl area. So hopefully for another one. Now, if you're wondering what bait I'm using, I'm just using a mixture of Trigger BFM and the Trigger solubles, and I just douse them in like liquid food a couple of nights beforehand. Let them draw all that in, and it softens up the soluble nicely and all. It makes them really mushy. Not too mushy, you can still catapult them out, but it makes them really soft. But they only last about 4 hours and they're spent, so to speak. And then the next night I'll give them another light coating, and sort of wait till they're sort of sticky, you know, and then I throw that fine bag mix over them, give them a shake, and then by the next day that's like solidified and sort of crustified, is that a word? Like crusted to the boilie, and what you end up is with these sort of like coated sort of furry boilies. And what happens is obviously as they go through the water column, they let little bits off, and they're just working a bit more for you, because I'd imagine that's about 18 foot deep, 15, 18 foot deep, judging by the count of the drop. So it's quite deep, you know, just helps pull them down. And whether that's catching more of me or the fish, I'm not too sure what's more true, but I certainly like doing it. I feel it works a little bit better for you. But they're not really feeding. There's patches sort of randomly, but not much jumping. Not much jumping this morning. Yeah, probably about half a dozen I've seen since I've got up. They're not really, you know, not really having it. If they're having it, I'd use the hand of God. I used to use that down here all the time, which is really good. The hand of God. So if you're wondering what that is, it's just a baiting spoon on the end of your landing net handle. And I used to sort of do it bait up the other way around, because it's quite awkward to get them accurately. And so what I used to do is get me boilers, and I used to douse them in hemp oil, and obviously see if I work out where the fish are, or, you know, happy where I'm going to be, because you can get about,
I used to throw in about a third of a kilo at a time, otherwise you're going through a lot of baiting. But about a third of a kilo in the hand of God, hoof it out into the chop. You can get about 35, 40 yards and they land in a nice tight sort of metre and a half cluster all together. And the hemp oil would flatten the slack, end up with a fucking flat ring. And your rod all ready to cast with a bit of foam on it. I used to cast the rod straight in the middle of the slack. And but then I never used to feel it down. I used to let it descend through the water dead straight, and then judge it to sort of, you know, about 6 foot from the bottom. Then trap everything tight, and then just feel the last bit of the drop, ping everything straight, and then the foam would sort of come up just on the front of the ring. Really accurate way of getting a lot of bait out, you know, quickly. And if you need it, but they've got to be having it, you know. And just repeat on the right hand rod and just fish two like this. And having it, I mean, some nights I've been up here and had sort of 6 fish before dark, you know. And then if it's working like that, creep them in together and then just fish 2 rods on one spot and in a godden all night. But I'll tell you what, you can go for about well, more than 5 kilos in a night if they're having it. But you know, there's fucking hundreds of fucking fish in here. So, yeah, hand of God. I've lost my spoons in Charlie's. I was baiting up and I fucking slipped out of my hand, plop, and they don't float. That's not the first time I've done that neither. Lost my hand of God. But yeah, come on guys, be nice to get another one. Be nice to get another one just before we go. Just to, you know, confirm the move on it. You know, there's nothing worse than moving and blanking, because there's always that thought in the back of your head, could it might have caught if I'd have stayed put, you know. But when you move and at least you have one, it is the right decision, isn't it? But then I can tell that although there's feeding happening, not a lot of jumping, they're not really having it. There's still high pressure on it. Fuck all clouds in the sky. But I'm hopeful and optimistic. We do have a bubble around the balls, and while there's bubbling around the balls, everyone's happy. Definitely fish having a nibble. I moved one of the rods and it's pretty much where these 2 rings are. I've been coming up for about half an hour, sort of in this area. There's definitely something having a trough there, do you know what I mean? Could be bream, guys. Could be bream and tench, so who knows? So in case you haven't noticed, I've moved around a bit. I decided to come over to the other end into peg 1. You know the lazy bastard swim? Gate. Lazy bastard swim. So I haven't been much jumping up there of late. Not really, rod's not really making any sound or anything. Some patches coming up in the middle, but I don't know, it could be bream. You know, it could be anything. So I did have a couple of breamy twitches, it must be said. So yeah, the only ones I have seen come out since in the last hour have been sort of down this end, sort of in the middle of this sort of chop, sort of towards this swim. So I thought, fuck it, I needed a toilet anyway, so I got my arse round here. I've got rid of my bed and my bivvy, put them back in the van. Used the toilet, which was pleasant. So I thought, wow, this is pleasant. That's a change, isn't it? It's on the right thunderbox, isn't it? On Club Waters. I know, a pleasant toilet. I've just thrown 2 rods out in front of me here. Just one in the edge down here and one a bit further out, about 6, 7 foot of water. Ish, I guess. Didn't take much to feel the drop. The fish are up in the water now, or they're gonna be. Been a bit more confident fishing, you know, somewhere that's a bit shallower rather than 20 foot. So it's pleasant. Wind's in my face, nice and warm. Take the top off, look. I think it isn't pleasant. There's a bream down there that's a goner, blown up. It's proper rough. So, hoping I don't get a liner off that one. Had a massive pike pick me up. It's a bit of a strange one. It just sort of like pulled up tight, and I sort of picked the rod up, and it was sort of a bit breamy, and then swimming towards me, and then I thought, fucking that's heavy, and it hung really deep, and I thought, fucking hell, actually, this one could quite be alright, you know. And then it come up, it's a fucking massive fucking pike. I tell you, it's fucking like this. I ain't exaggerating. And I was like, oh fuck me. Fucking I want to put that in my fucking net. Fucking my net's fucking mints. I only had one fish in it. I replenished the net. There's so many holes in it. That's the first fish I've had in that new net. So I put a fucking pike in the net, fucking rip it to pieces. Wasn't it? But thankfully it shook its head and it come off. But I'm just whipping up a new rig because where is it? Yeah. Oh, you ain't gonna see that, but yeah, that's fucked me out, that boom. So yeah, it's all happening here. Massive fucking thing. So that's what I'm going with. I'm gonna go with a pink pepper Ronnie, a medium curve. Over the last sort of 10 minutes, I've seen one come out in the margin over there in between them two trees, about rod length off the bank, so I'm going to plop this one there for good luck. Let's do it. And there's one there, I'm going to do that right now. So I don't know if you heard that, but that one come out sort of in line with these two trees. The first one I see come out about here somewhere, and that one come out sort of about here somewhere. So there's fish definitely in the area, so I've blown a rod there. Yeah, you can see me foam, look. I've blown my rod probably about there somewhere. It's moved over a bit. So, encouraging that. It's always nice to have a fish jump just before you're about to cast a rod, so good effort. So I just moved this one round and just like literally plopped it in the edge over towards that margin. That's a good thing about when you fish corners, you've got all that margin you can fish and all yours. Get a bit more water, don't you? The next swim's over there. No one's going to fish that because you need to abseil down the fucking off the platform to get down. The next one you can fish is right over there. Yeah, there's seems to be a lot of fish. Well, not a lot, but I've seen a fish in this corner. So I've just moved them into the corner a bit more. There's a couple of bream anglers over there. I spoke to a pair of them actually when I walked past. And so my boy was like, "Did you have any?" I was like, "I had one this morning." And he was like, "Oh, better luck next time." And I was like, "I ain't going. I'm just moving around to one." He went, "I thought you said you was over there." I said, "I was yesterday evening, and then spent the night in there and seen some fish down here, so I'm moving down here." Oh, okay, good luck. But I've just been sat here like watching them. No, they don't feel led down or nothing like that. It's like proper fucking straight in there, mate, without a care in the world. And they're catching bream. He don't even have to get off his platform. He's got his net pole must be 20 foot fucking long. And yeah, he's fucking straight in there with this massive net pole. Oh, the net's only this big. But, the old boy hadn't even got off his seat once. This is, everything's done from his seat. Had a little run. And yeah, picked up his fucking net and just... I'm just breaming it. Maybe it was a toll, didn't I? Got a bit of cloud cover coming over now, which is good. A little bit cooler, which is nice. I think there's pike down here. Don't know if you can see that. There's something splashing going on down here. I think it's pike in the edge. After the little fish. So I've been keeping an eye on this margin. So my rod's Over here by these reeds, sort of in this vicinity, there seems to be some sort of activity, like really, really close in. Beautiful little stocky. Mint this one, not a mark on it. Not a mark on him. Shortly after a recast, I just popped a little bag on and just threw it over towards the reeds. Thought it might just do something, and it did pretty much instantly. I just popped the second rod out, and as I was feeling it down, the first one went within, must have been in about 3 minutes, and this one picked it up. So yeah, I'm going to cob a couple more bags out, give it an half an hour, and see what comes along. Good effort, man. Nice one. So I was sitting minding my own business, just making some little bags up. The bags have just got bag mix and pellets in it, a bit of in it, just like soften the pellets up so they compress in a bag nice. So I was just sat here making some bags up. The fucking gate opens, geezer fucking wanders off, not with a gate open. That's fucking weird. Fucking 30 seconds later, he fucking waltzes through the gate. Oh mate. Goes to me, yeah. Fucking wanders off up side of the fucking lake. Leaves the fucking gate wide open. He's coming fucking back to shut out, fucking what? Well, you stick the wood in the hole, don't you? So I goes and has a fucking look, see where he is, and he's fucking halfway down the fucking bank. Left the gate fucking wide open. It's like, I've done you a cracking job. I've put a knot fence around this place, and it's a fucking cracking job. It's a really good fucking knot fence. But it's only going to work efficiently if people keep the fucking gate shut, isn't it? The mind boggles. It really does. So I'll shut the gate. You ain't been fucking back. So anyway, I've blown 2 rods out towards that margin now where I had that fish from. One where I had the fish from, one a little bit towards me. That couple of rod lengths apart, nice and close to the bank. We'll see how they perform. I ain't seen anything up there, guys. It's like dead calm up there. I haven't seen a single fish up there. It's definitely moved. So of late, the next progression of the carp fucking movements is there's been a few sort of pushing up this bank, but I've had a few liners, so I don't feel I can be fucking asked to fucking move again. But there are fish here in front of this bank in the margin at the minute. So yeah, the activity over here just got a bit too much for me to bear. Sort of sat in a swim looking at rings and stuff in the edge over here. And then one fucking come out, didn't it? Just in front of that swim down there, so I've got my gear around here and dribbled down on the bank, walked round to that swim and threw one out, and then just walked the rod back, and then another one's just in front of me, not very far out at all, just in the edge. So we'll see how they perform, eh? Quite busy now, loads of people on. Accept my apologies, guys. I forgot to do an end credit, didn't I forgot to do an end video. I was packing up and then some of my boy wanted hand and I just forgot all about the fucking vlog I was doing. I was too busy giving him a hand. So yeah, the last spot, there's fish definitely there. I see a couple of faint shows sort of all on me, and I was getting liners and stuff, and I reckon if I'd have had longer I'd have had one. But I only had about half hours to give it, so I've got stuff to do. I've got to go work and do a little bit today. So yeah, I had to pull off. But nevertheless, it's been a great little session. It's been fantastic to get back up there. I've been up there for a long time, and nothing seems to have changed that much, you know, apart from a knot fence and a few other little bits. But no, I enjoyed my session. A little bit bum tweaky about 4 in the morning when I had nothing, but we managed to pull it round. So everybody's happy. Well, I am anyway. So yeah, been good to get back up there. I might have to look. Might get up there next weekend and all. We'll see what the weather's like. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. It's been a joy as always, and see you on the next one.
Round, fuck around. fucking street. I gotta find a fucking place where the fuckheads meet. Those fuckers and me are getting fucking known. Yeah, the fuckheads know, so fucking leave us alone. I fuck